Hello students, welcome to your chemistry class. In the last video, we read about the chemical formula. Today, in this video, we are going to read about the naming of compounds. That is about the binary metal and non-metal compounds. You can say this is also your nomenclature. Naming of compounds means nomenclature, that is giving the name to the compounds. So, while writing the chemical formula, some rules are there you have to follow. So, let's start. The name of the metal is written first. So, I think I told you before also, while writing the chemical formula, you have to write the name of the metal first, then non-metal. Okay. So, for example, your sodium chloride. Okay, here sodium is written first as your sodium is a metal and chlorine is a non-metal. So, for chlorine, it is your suffix it is added, that is your IDE. Okay. For non-metal, or you can say for the last term, your IDE will be added. Okay. Then if the metal has more than one possible charge, you must indicate that ion using charge in Roman numerals. Example, FeCl2 iron 2 chloride. Alternatively, the common name may be used if the metal has more than one possible ion. Here, use the Latin root and then add OUS. Okay, for the lower charge, IC for the higher charge. Example, FeCl2 and FeCl3. So, here you see sometimes they show variable valency. Okay, that is depend upon their combining capacity of the atom. Sometimes they lose the electrons and sometimes they gain the electrons. That's why iron has two valencies. Okay. So, for the lower charge, you will add the suffix that is OUS, and for the higher charge, you will add IC. Okay, let's see the example. That is your ferrous chloride. Ferrous chloride. Here, the chlorine atom 2 it is there, and here 3 atoms of chlorine it is there. So, out of this, which one is the higher one? Here, this one is the higher. That's why here it is written ferric chloride, and here the chlorine atom is lower as compared to this one. Okay. So, here ferrous chloride is written. So, you will see the number of the atoms where it is the higher, you will write, that is, you will put the suffix IC there, and where your number of atoms is lower charge, then you will put OUS suffix. Okay. Roman numerals are used in naming compounds that contain elements with more than one valence. So, remember another important thing also, if in the name, okay, name of the compound, if any Roman letter is there, that means it contain more than one valence. Okay, like we saw here in your iron, here also Roman number is used, and that is iron 2 chloride. Okay, and if FeCl3 will be there, that is iron 3 chloride. Okay, so if Roman numeral is there, that means they have more than one valence. Then some binary metal and non-metal compounds having variable valences. So, here we will see the name of the compound which have variable valency. First one, FeF2, that is your iron 2 fluoride. Okay. This is the name using the Roman numerals, and this is the common name, that is your ferrous fluoride. Okay. So, listen, remember, naming is needed. Okay. As you people are having different names, Like that, compounds also need names, otherwise you can't recognize, and everything will be looking us similar. Okay, like if you don't have any name, and in my class 40 to 45 students will be there, then how I will recognize you? Just because your face is different or your body is different, I can't remember you for the whole time. But if the name it is there, then simply and easily I can recognize, okay, and I can call you. Okay, like that, compounds also need the namings. So common name it is there, and using the Roman numerals also there. Okay, so mostly the common name is used for the when we are talking, and Roman numerals while writing, and the common name also you can write, but mostly the common names are used while introducing or verbally we can say. Then second one it is there, iron 3 fluoride. Okay, and the common name is ferric fluoride. Then Hg2 and Br2, that is your mercury 1 bromide, that is mercurious bromide. Then HgBr2, that is mercury 2 bromide, and the common name is mercuric bromide. Here you can see the suffix OUS, IC, OUS, again IC. So where the number of charges is more, there will be your IC. If the lower charge it is there, that is OUS. Okay, because here iron 2 it is there, sorry, fluorine of 2 atoms are there, here 3 atoms of fluorine are there, and here bromine here it is same, but mercury 2 atoms are there, and here mercury 1 atom is there. Okay students, here 2 atoms of your hydrogen it is there, and here 1 atom of 2 atoms of mercury it is there, and here 1 atom of your mercury it is there. After that also, for 2 hydrogen atoms it is written mercurous, and for 1 hydrogen atom 1 mercury atom it is written mercuric. So why this, so about this I will tell you in the next video. Okay, then what is binary compounds? Binary compounds means compounds containing only 2 elements are called binary compounds. That means in that name, in that compound's name, only 2 name will be there, only 2 elements will be there. Let us see binary non-metal and non-metal compounds and about their nomenclature. For names, start with the element on the left side of the compound. Okay, and add IDE to the second element, like sodium chloride. So first we will start from your Na, then Cl, that is your sodium, this one is your chloride. Okay, then some binary non-metal and non-metal compounds having variable valence. So tell me students, why we should write the metals first? We can write the non-metals also first, but why we should write the metals? Okay, so listen. In the previous some videos, we understood that if an element losses is electron between 1 to 3, then they are called the metals, and the elements which gain the electrons between your 5 to 7, okay, they are called the non-metals, and those elements that are having 4 valencies, they are called the metalloids. So as the metals having lower valencies, Okay, means less valencies as compared to non-metal. That's why we should write the metal first. Okay, then third step, use Greek prefixes for number of atoms, that is mono for 1, di for 2, tri for 3, tetra for 4, penta for 5, hexa for 6, hepta for 7, octa for 8, nona for 9, and deca for 10. Okay, here some non-metals written, okay, and their variable valencies. First one, CS. Okay, the common name is carbon disulfide. Then CO, carbon monoxide. Then CO2, carbon dioxide. Then CCl4, carbon tetrachloride. Then PbR3, phosphorus tribromide. PbR5, phosphorus pentabromide. SF2, sulfur difluoride. SF4, sulfur tetrafluoride. SF6, sulfur hexafluoride. SO2, sulfur dioxide. SO3, sulfur trioxide. So here you can see for 2 here it is written di, for 1 it is written mono, and this is okay. Then here for 4 chlorine atom here it is written tetra, for 3 that is your tri, it is written like this way there is written. Okay, for here also you can see for 3 oxygen atom here written tri, here for 2 that is di, here for 6 fluorine atom it is written hexa. Okay, so like this way using the Greek prefix we can name some compounds. Okay, then the common names OUS and IC, whereas IC has the greater charge and has fewer atoms, and OUS has the lower charge. Examples of some compounds named after. Okay, so let us see some compounds that is according to the system, means this Greek prefix system. Okay, first one NO, that is nitrogen monoxide, and the common name is nitric oxide. N2O, dinitrogen monoxide, that is nitrous oxide. Then NO2, nitrogen dioxide, and the common name is nitrogen peroxide. Then N2O5, dinitrogen pentoxide. Here you can see for nitrogen, that for 2 nitrogen that is di, and for 5 oxygen that is penta. Common name nitric anhydride. Then N2O3, dinitrogen trioxide, and the common name is nitrous anhydride. Okay, so you just remember their formula and their common name. How the name came and how the structure or how the formula is structured, you will read in higher class. Okay, you just remember, okay, their formula and their common name and the systematic name. So thank you. This much for today's class. The remaining we will read in your next video, that is the naming of polyatomic ions. Thank you.